Hello, this is Ivanyuk. Welcome again. I don't know which part of this gameplay guide it is already, but today we have some sightseeing to do because Shaw is sending us to the tower. So let's not waste too much time. Let's go to destinations, the tower, and let's start the Advent campaign mission. The tower in this mission will be slightly different than the one that we can see if we travel there now, outside of this quest, because it's like frozen in time in the past.
The last survivors of humanity's collapse call the city home. This is why I brought you back. To defend them. And to reclaim our lost worlds. We're here. The Traveler. The last city. Welcome home. Welcome to the tower. And the last safe city of humanity. I've been here many times over the years. I'm glad you finally get to see it, to see why we're here and what we need to protect. Let's start by registering your jump ship.
The tower is the only space where you see yourself from the first person view. When you're on field, you can do this only while using swords. And this is Amanda Holliday. She's now only present here. She's now only present here, so... Oh, I thought she's gonna sell something. Some spaceships.
Thanks, Guardian.
Amanda
Nice,
is one
isn't it?
of the main characters
It's good to have
of
somewhere that feels like
this
home. For me,
season,
this is
so she disappeared from
Okay,
the tower.
next up is tower security. We've had an increase in Guardians sneaking in contraband since a fellow called the Drifter arrived. So Vanguard Command instituted a check for first-timers. Looks like the superconductor's Golden Age tech triggered some warnings. I'm clearing it with security. Commander Zavala would like to meet you in person. I'll lead you to him.
Okay.
Zavala leads the entire Vanguard, the group that supports all Guardian operations. Lately, he spends more time commanding troops than fighting on the front lines. But he placed some of the first stones in the wall we're standing on.
Okay, open the door.
Zavala thinks
Thanks.
every life in the city is his responsibility. Even a Guardian has trouble bearing that kind of weight. He's going to need your help.
Okay, so they updated this part here because these three only appeared now in this season.
Up there in the sky, that's the Traveler. It's where I came from, where the light you wield came from.
Another difference in this mission is the presence of the Traveler, because it moved to the orbit in the last seasons, finally.
Ah, it's you. The one that saved Shaw. Thank you for that. Your ghost has been looking for you for a long time. I'm glad he finally found you. And now you found the light. The Traveler entrusted us with this power so that we may protect our people from the forces that threaten our existence. You've carried out that duty from your first steps in the Cosmodrome. I don't take Shaw's recommendation lightly, but you have much to learn, and the conflict with the darkness is unyielding.
So he doesn't have any tasks for us either.
Our light still burns.
Zavala doesn't usually talk that much. You should take that as a compliment. I've marked his office on your tracker. Careful not to break anything in there, and don't touch his music.
Zavala is the vendor of the Vanguard operations. When you open the destinations tab, there are some fields, the Vanguard, Gambit, Crucible and Legends, and the vendors for these three are in tower. They give us bounties that consider some tasks and for the Vanguard it is Zavala, for Crucible it's Lord Shaxx, and the Gambit is, for the Gambit it's Drifter, who we'll meet in a moment. But let's not die on this lift. In tower you also don't have your double, triple jump or glide, so be careful not to fall in this lift, be careful not to jump off somewhere outside of railings, because you will also die. Oh, floating chest.
This is a Vanguard service weapon, but it's from Zavala's personal collection. Shaw must have talked you up quite a bit. Or maybe Zavala saw something in you. Where to next?
He's got
you should head
mallets.
to the bazaar. That's where we'll find Ikora. She likes to meet all the new warlocks personally.
One word more to the traveler presence. If you're doing everything in order, one mission by one, you will just come here after the previous ones. But if you left the game, if you logged out or changed character or something, you would probably have a cutscene when you log back in that introduces you to the Lightfall and the ending of Witch Queen campaign mostly, and the Season of the Seraph ending, in which the traveler goes to the orbit to face the witness. So it's not present anymore, and you get that briefing only when you log out and back in, or after finishing this first quest line. As for the greetings of the warlocks, you can also see that Zavala...
Ikora is the warlock Vanguard. She leads the tower's warlocks.
I wanted to say that, Ghost.
She does a little bit of everything, guiding the warlock orders in research and development, enemy reconnaissance, and internal affairs. And she's a sight to see in the Crucible.
Welcome home, Guardian. I heard your journey to the last city was an eventful one. It may not feel like it now, but the tribulations you faced were a blessing. A Guardian's path is one of hardship and peril. The Traveler's gifts paved the way, but the road is still a hard one to walk. Shah Han told me what you experienced in the Cosmodrome. How you witnessed the true death of the Guardian Maeve at the hands of the Hive Wizard Navoda, and how you were guided by what remained of the light from Maeve's ghost. All Guardians, at one time or another, are shown by the Traveler how to refine their connection to the light. How to feel and express greater sway over the powers they have been gifted. How to grow stronger. Your first guidance was born of Maeve's tragedy, discovered alone. Your next will be from me, and the lessons I have gathered from hundreds of others. We can start as soon as you are ready. Accept help where you can find it, Guardian. Our light shines brighter when we're together.
Ikora is a vendor who allows us to acquire new subclasses, but also buy abilities, jumping styles, and fragments, and the rest for the subclasses we already own. Acquire new class ability. Okay, let's take
Very
this
well.
one. And this works like that. There is a price you have to pay in Glimmer, and then you have the quest to meditate
We stand behind you.
here.
Keep it together, girl.
And this works for
Wilting
all
loyalty to
classes,
the
not
Vanguard
only
is
warlocks.
not going unnoticed.
When you go to your inventory, we don't have the other two yet, but we acquired another class ability. We can change it just by clicking. Well of Power increases weapon damage and continuously heals. They have the same base cooldown. Oh, let's change it. Sometimes different abilities, grenades or something have different cooldowns. You can check it on the bottom right corner of this window. So it may be also tactical to choose the ones that will suit you if you need to fire very often.
Always nice to see Ikora.
Also,
While we're over here, we should check in with the Drifter. You may be wondering who leads the hunters. See, we lost Kate 6, our hunter Vanguard, a while back. Killed by a man named Uldren Sov. It was a difficult time. Now no hunter wants to take his place.
it's good to know that Uldren Sov is now Crow. He was resurrected and became a Lightbearer, a Guardian, and now in the Season of the Defense he's one of the main figures.
Gambit's always looking for guardians. You in? Be seeing you, sister.
Okay,
See, the thing about Drifter is, he's unique. Let's leave it at that.
Drifter is quite shady character, but he's also our vendor for the Gambit, so you will probably visit him a lot if you want to play mixed PvP PvE. Actually, we don't have to run all this way back
Anyway,
because
Zavala's asking us to visit the Gunsmith next. His name is Banshee-44, our resident firearms expert.
normally there are landing zones in tower, like in destinations. If you look at the tower, there are 2 landing zones, so you don't have to go by foot all this way, you can just teleport. But now in the mission there are no zones, so we have to walk.
Nice shooting out there.
Hello, Banshee. And this is another step in the quest
Till next time.
that we
Last
took.
stop is Master Rahool, the Tower Cryptarch. That's short for crypto-archaeologist.
Yes, another city, this quest on the right, we took it from Shohan at the very beginning, and by the way, we just did another 3 steps before, and the next one was to talk to Banshee, so it unlocked by itself. Master Rahool
Let's
is...
see what we've got for each other.
Yes, he's having something for us. Seasons. Okay. Master
That
Rahool.
about wraps it up. There are still
No.
people in the tower to meet, but you can do that at your own pace. Zavala sent me a message saying he has a mission ready for you. Check in with him if that sounds interesting, or we can just explore. In any case, I'm with you till the end. You take the lead.
Oh, this was like the end of this main quest missions. Master Rahool decrypts engrams that are located here. You can have 10 of them, and this field is different for every character on your account, so you can't decrypt engrams collected by other characters on your account, while your currency and items are common for all your characters. Okay, so we didn't meet Lord Shaxx. Maybe we will have this quest later. Here resides Kadi. She is a postmaster. There is our post box that we can collect items from when we didn't pick up something during the mission because we didn't have enough space in our inventory, or just we didn't see that laying on the ground. Here is Eververse store, which can be also accessed via M, and the first from the left store. And here is quest archive. It's not visible now, but here you can start previous campaign quest lines. This is important because if you don't have a landing zone on Europa, like here, there is no landing zone on Europa, you have to start the first quest from the Beyond Light expansion, this one, for it to appear. Also, if you want to meet Cade 6, when this tree appeared, we have also this monument for Cade 6. Normally it has like 6 recordings to listen, but I don't know if it's not possible because I'm in the mission right now, or I just listened to it already, so it don't trigger again. We have also our vault. This is the place where you can store all your things. This is your vault, and when you press I or F1, you can access your character screen and just choose what you want to store in the vault. You can store everything in there, and that includes ghost shells, ships and vehicles, and also the armor for other classes, but you still can't wear it if you take it. There is also something called Monument to Lost Lights. This is a place where you can acquire weapons, exotic weapons from previous seasons, but you have to own the DLC from which this weapon is, and an exotic cipher, which is an item that you can have only one in your inventory at every moment, and they are acquired from seasonal rewards or from Zur's quest Xenology. Here we have Lord Shaxx. As I said, he's our vendor for the Crucible, so you have to talk to him to get some tasks that you accomplish during the Crucible fights. And there is one more person I'd like you to meet, but she probably won't be present now as there was no Kadi or this woman from Eververse store. Here resides Ada 1. She's the one who gives us the quest line in which we unlock using the Loom, and when you use the Loom it requires 100 synth cord. Synth cord is here, 6 synth cord, and you change it into the synth cord that you can use for your character. For warlock that would be synthwave bolt, and this is some kind of a currency that you have to use to buy yourself an ornaments for an armor if you want to change its look. You can have only the ornaments from items that you already acquired, so the ones that are unlocked in your collection screen, but there are also universal ornaments if you can acquire them from the store. I think there is something right now. Yes, technologic robes, for example. You can buy it for bright dust. This is like free currency in the store. And the silver you have to buy for real money, and bright dust you can acquire in seasonal quests or some other activities as a reward. And also there are universal ornaments in the season as rewards if you have a season pass bought. And once you buy something like this, it lands in your inventory in modifications tab. You what do I do? You unlock it with F, and now we don't have any legendary armor, unfortunately. You can only apply it to legendary, but we unlocked it, so right now it would be possible to use it. It's unlocked in our universal ornaments in collections. This one is Techion's regalia from this season, and here is technologic set from the Eververse. So if we wear this, it will look like this. Okay, 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 okay. So that's all. Let's return to Zavala. He will give some tasks for us, and I think this will be enough for one video, because we already covered some more things, not only these 3 NPCs that they guided us to, but also some more places and the ornaments, and also using the vault. So I think this was nice.
Let's begin.
Tour to the tower. Okay, so we finished this job. We have to go to this Graced mission. We can do this after the mission, and let's speed it up. O, return to orbit. And okay, let's cut here, and next we will go to this Graced strike, Vanguard strike. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day. I hope it was useful for you, and see you soon. Bye!